Welcome back to Movie Day. I'm your host, Tremaine Hayho, the only film reviewer in the world that actually makes movies. Movie Day.
Here are the 10 worst movies of 2021.
First, I'll start off with a dishonorable mention. I tried watching this the other night and could not do it. Being the Ricardos was so horribly miscast. I couldn't make it through, so it's a dishonorable mention. Doesn't make the top 10 list. It deserves to be on there, definitely, but I don't think that that's fair because I didn't watch the full movie. Horrible casting job. All those actors are great, don't get me wrong, but they were not the right roles for Lucy or Ricky Ricardo. Thank you. Number 10. Venom, This is Carnage. Now, I didn't necessarily hate this movie. I was entertained by this movie this whole time, but was this a good movie? No. I love Tom Hardy. I love the character of Venom. He's such a badass character. The animation was really cool. I love the Venom weird stickiness and all this stuff, but I believe it got to be too laughy, too jokey. I get the whole, he's in its head, the whole thing, which is fine. But Woody Harrelson as Carnage, come on, guys, just get someone else. Just get someone else. The stupid wig, the goofy wig, like Woody. I love Woody Harrelson. He plays the same exact character in literally everything, and I enjoy this character. I like it a lot, but I just didn't buy it. I just saw Woody Harrelson being Woody Harrelson, so I forgot the movie pretty much as soon as I watched it. That's how big of an impact it had on me. Thank you and good night. Number 9. Candyman. Number 9. Worst movie of 2021. Again, like, I didn't necessarily hate the movie and I was entertained by it. And the last 30 minutes or so, like, whoa, that was crazy. And I really dug the ending. So I guess it's more of a letdown. But to be honest, I rewatched all the Candymans with my friends earlier. And I didn't really like any of the Candyman movies. Like, I don't really dig it. The character Candyman is very creepy. Like, the voice is iconic. The bees and all this stuff. Like, it has a lot of thematic elements, but it's like a TV movie, you know, straight to TV quality soap opera type drama. I'm sorry, that's just my humble opinion that happens to be fact. Number 8. The Tomorrow War. It was entertaining. It was interesting to look at. It had a cool concept, but at the end of the day, it was kind of like, why? I love Chris Pratt. I think he's great. There were a lot of cool action scenes, but there were a lot of really stupid things that happened in it as well. And as soon as you start to ask questions, the whole movie falls apart. Number 7. Night Teeth. This had some cool elements to it. It's a guy whose brother is a chauffeur. He takes over his brother, and then he ends up giving 2 hot girls who happen to also be vampires a ride. It was very tongue-in-cheek, but let's be real, this movie sucked. Number 6. Space Jam Legacy. Yes, I know it's Space Jam Legacy, guys. All right, chill. Space Jam Legacy. Again, I was entertained by this movie. I was entertained, but LeBron's acting put it in the top 10 worst movies of 2021. LeBron, stick to playing basketball, buddy. Michael Jordan wasn't the best actor, but he was actually believable. Like, I don't know. Actually, he was a lot better. Like Michael Jordan's a lot more of a likable character than the whole storyline of this. It's like the father-son thing. Like, Dad, how dare you want me to play basketball? I just want to make video games. And it's like, I didn't really buy that. So the storyline wise, acting was not great. That being said, I love Bugs Bunny. I love all the Warner Brothers characters. That was a lot of fun watching those scenes. I'm a LeBron fan in terms of him playing on the court. Like, he's so entertaining to watch. He's an absolute beast and savage on the court. Acting, he might need a little acting class. Number 5. I guarantee you've never heard of this movie, but it did come out and it was in theaters. Wolf. It's about a guy who thinks he's a wolf. Number 4. Voyagers. I forgot that this movie even existed, so this is why this is so high on this list. I watched it when movies came back. I had no idea what it was about. I'm like, oh, a sci-fi movie sounds awesome. But like it was like the survival typical sci-fi movie that you see. and have heard about. So it was not very good, very boring. The lead actress is Johnny Depp's daughter. She's cool. She seems great. She's like the highlight of the whole film. I think there was another lead actor too that's pretty famous. Oh, it was Colin Farrell. He's only in it briefly. So I wish there was more of the Colin Farrell character from the beginning. But yeah, Voyagers, just pass it. It's not worth talking about any longer.
Number 3.
Halloween Kills. Yeah, this movie is not very good. It kind of just is, it's just really bad. Like the amount of times they say, evil dies tonight.
You cannot kill Michael Myers. Michael Myers does not die.
But they say it at least 30 times in this damn movie. Look, well shot, but not a good movie.
Number 2.
Thunder Force. I don't know why I watched it. Melissa McCarthy, I get it. I get your shtick. It's not funny. It's not, and that's all I'm going to talk about this movie.
And the number 1 movie is...
It's probably going to cause an outrage. I'm probably going to cause riots right now by saying this. But the number 1 worst movie of 2021 is Dune. Dune sucked. Dune was awful. It was worse than watching paint dry. This movie is so boring. It is so boring. I'm watching it and I'm just like, okay, that looks cool. Is something going to happen? No? Okay. All right. Visuals were great. Okay. Visuals were great. But you know what? There's a lot more to movies than cool visuals. There's storyline, plot, characters. I have so many people who are like, oh my God, is he Dune? It was the greatest movie ever. I'm like, that's great. What was it about? They can't tell me. Can you please tell me in your own words? Don't Google it. Don't look up the synopsis online. Try to explain to me in your own words what Dune was about. And I'm not saying that this is this so intellectual, esoteric movie, you had to be smart to get it. No. Just because it looks good doesn't make it a good movie. This is very disappointing. The lead actor is terrible. People standing around the whole time having meetings. Do I want to watch this? No. Okay, then it's a setup for a sequel, which they're like, oh, by the way, guys, this is only part 1. So, you know what? Maybe the part 2, if something happens in it, it'll be better. Jason Momoa, I thought was really great. Jason Sunday Momoa. He was like the one shining light in this whole movie. Everything else was worse than watching paint dry, guys. It was so bad. The most boring movie I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's saying something. Number 1 worst movie 2021, Dune. Thank you and good night.